Hello everyone. Today is Sunday, July 14th, 2024. This is going to be more about manifestation and things that I realized. Like I said, I am introspecting a lot, and I find that for me personally, active meditation works better. I mean, it would be nice to be able to just, sit in lotus position or whichever and meditate. I mean, I sit in lotus position, but I do not meditate. I'm doing stuff. I'm pretty restless. Anyway, I just want to share a few thoughts to continue on this manifestation process that we should really get a hold of, hang on type of thing. Alright, so I was talking about us wishing for things and the way we should be wishing for things. It may sound mumbo jumbo to people, and it's their own journey. Everybody has to assess for themselves. You can tell someone your experience, and they can choose not to believe it. They can choose to call you a nutcase, dismiss you. Well, that's pretty much what's happening to me. I don't really care because, I don't think we live in a sane world at all. And lately, this is something else I wanted to touch upon. I meant to make a video a few days back. I've been having really weird dreams. And there's this sense that something's going to happen. I mean, I've been having this feeling for a while now, but it's intensifying, and it seems to point towards the Lion's Gate. And around, surrounding the Lion's Gate, which is August 8th. I am not sure if I'm going to share much about this, but you're welcome to put in your comments. By the way, my comments are on strict, so avoid using things that trigger AI. Also, if you only want to share that with myself, just put a note in there. This is not for everybody, okay? Because I'm going to read those comments. And if you say that you don't want those published, but you want me to know about it, you can put it in there. Anyway, I had to do that to protect myself, even though I'm such a small channel. It's hilarious. Well, it kind of makes sense, because we are in this fight between good and evil, and evil is doing its best to suffocate anyone who is coming from a place of a pure heart. That's what I consider myself. I want everybody to thrive. I don't want to live in a world where everybody's looking at, oh, look at that guy. He's so rich. He's this, he's got this, he's got that. I don't care what they have, man. Please, honestly, think about it really seriously. Why do you need that much stuff? Look at birds, for instance, like animals. They are so more evolved than we are. They live, first of all, they live in the moment, okay? then I don't think they worry much at all. Yes, you can see that they also fight for food. They also can be mean and perverted type of thing. Yeah, I did see something very disturbing years ago. It was like, some pigeons were doing something to a dead pigeon. That etched onto my brain. I did not like that, but it's besides the point, right? Um, to delve too much into these things because this place we're in is a system, a corrupted system. That's how I look at it. It's very corrupted. The values are upside down. There's a lot of treachery going on. And I just remembered I wanted to speak about something else, but I think I'm gonna keep that one for another video. It's a longer topic, but it has to do with the way these cheap magicians are using the pixie dust at us. And they think they respect the universal laws by hiding the truth or the intention in plain sight. But I'm not going to go into that. If you want me to talk about that, please express yourselves. Also, I would appreciate if you share my work if you think that it is something shareable. I am not making any money and I have no intention of making money. So please don't think that I'm doing all this for my own purse. I don't care about that at all. I know how to live frugally and I'm content. I find beauty and happiness in the smallest of things. For me, the material is just a crutch, to make my environment. Probably that's why I crochet a lot. I like knitting and stuff like that because I want to put my own print on the environment where I spent so much time. I mean, I'm a hermit, pretty much, like really hermit. And the more I do that, the more I enjoy it. You see, I would have not been able to dive so deep into myself if I were to be distracted by drama, by worrying about things, and worrying that some other people worry about something they have no control. I already spoke about that, but yeah. Anyway, if there's interest, please let me know. I like to delve in things and I find it challenging, you know? Anyway, back to manifestation. I don't know if I should timestamp this. It's okay. Alright, so manifesting has to be done from a place of love. Alright? I went through all my manifestation throughout my life, and I realized that my power of manifestation is huge. However, it got diverted because I got diverted by worry, by treachery, by people who probably glimpsed that into me, and they started using me for their own benefit type of thing. Anyway, it's a long story. I don't think I'm going to share this here. I probably will write something on it because it's very interesting, and I think the most problem we have in the world today is that people are afraid to communicate their feelings and their thoughts in fear of what others might think of them. And that is a tool that is really used precisely for that reason. You want to isolate everybody and bombard them with what you want them to think, what you want them to promote, what you want them to buy, all that, stuff. Anyway, first and foremost, you need to also be thankful. People got used to take everything for granted. For instance, you do something for someone and they say thank you. And then, alright, this person responds back, yeah, right, or yeah, whatever, something like that. There's also always a response required. I know I'm going about it another way than it sounded that I would, but basically it is a two-way communication. All right, so you say thank you and someone else says you're welcome. Of course, there are other things you can say, but more and more I realize it's extremely important how we associate words. And my mind is jumping now to something else. And if you cannot keep up with this, I apologize. I'm sorry. I'll just put it out there. Somebody might be able to relate to what I'm saying. I will never know if I don't share this out in the open. And this brings me to the communication thing. Our communication is really, really bad in the world. We hold back important things because we're afraid of what other people think. That's absolutely retarded. Okay? It's like caring who shows up at your funeral. I don't care who comes. I don't even care if I have a funeral, to be honest with you. Anyway, a pretty dark moment there. Sorry. I am a Scorpio, so I have a tendency to see things in a very dark but humorous way. Because you need to learn how to deal with these type of things in a way that transmutes in something positive. That's something we all need to do, and this is why I'm trying to put this out in the world. I'm not claiming I found a solution, so don't start bashing me. Who do you think you are? I don't think I'm anyone other than someone who wants good in this world. And I think all deep down inside want the same thing. But back to what I really wanted to talk about is about this communication. It's a two-way street. It's about balance. So you say thank you to someone, and that person says you're welcome. It could say no problem. I think it's not the best answer someone could give. If you are to look at the words and their vibration. It may not make sense right now. It doesn't really make sense 100% to me either, but I think it's very important. The word association. When you say something, let's say you are very religious, and you're not really swearing, but you're saying, God damn. Why would you associate God with them at the same time? I think there's a contradiction there. So I've been thinking about how today we are being exposed to media, and the media, as we know, is not working for the people. It should be plainly obvious, and if it's not plainly obvious to you by now, I'm really sorry to offend you with my thinking. And it's okay if you stop listening to me, really. Anyway, I've been thinking about the association of words and how some words are being depreciated via word association. How something good is being stripped of its vibration. It's everything about vibration, people. It's about the noise. It's about the disruption that's being thrown at us constantly. It's clear to me that everything going on around us has to do with you losing your balance, your harmony, your peace of mind. And it's obvious why. It's very obvious why. You want someone not to be in charge of their thinking. And typically, when somebody gets upset, right? They don't really think, they just act. They react. They are triggered. They're confused. They don't make the best choices. This makes me think of a Latin saying, ira furor brevis est. Which means that basically, under fury, I will put in the exact on the screen here translation of it, but it's very true. So that means at all times you want to calm down before you take a decision. It's pretty much the same thing like when you go on an empty stomach, you go to Costco or whatever, a grocery store, and with your eyes you want to eat everything, and everything that's particularly bad for you. And that's also because it has been programmed in us, right? So yes, you want to be calm at all times. I learned that early on. I am a pretty impulsive person, but I think whatever impulses I do have, they come from my heart. So I don't judge myself harshly for that at all. I just am appalled I didn't see sooner how I have wasted my energy instead of putting it towards other things. There was another thing that occurred to me. I probably never won the lottery, like the big jackpot, because I had a list with people. I said, I'm going to take care of that old lady at the store. She can hardly move. I probably still would take care of her. I don't even care if she doesn't deserve it. But basically, I had a long list of people whom I would give money to. So, I was not granted that. I was granted stuff just to tell me, yes, it's possible, but now I know what the but is. Now I know why. You need to use your gifts for the betterment of the whole. Okay? Imagine I would have done that, and I'm a very generous person, so I don't know. I would have probably gone with at least 100k to this person, to that person, to this other person, you know. And actually, I had people listed with 1 billion, which are just like not even that close to me. And the universe says, we can't give you that because this person or whomever you have on your list is not worthy of that. You may be worthy, but what you're gonna do with it, it will make it worthless for the whole. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway. And actually, it was shown to me long time ago, but I only made the connection, believe it or not, right this second. I remember when I was a teen, and I had this idea that I'm gonna win the lottery that day, like a car or something. And I went to a few places and bought like a ticket, a different type of ticket, like old style. I don't even know if around here. It's not even important. The idea is, I finally got 100 on a ticket. That was a lot of money. And I was all by myself. I do look younger than I am, so when I was a teenager, I looked younger, obviously. So, and yes, there's something about me people think they can take advantage, and I guess they were right, because they have. But that's not because I did not see it, it's because I allowed it. Pretty much nothing escapes me. I'm into micro expression and stuff like that. Ever since I was a kid, I picked up on stuff. And I learned not to pay too much attention to it. But now I do, because it hurt me in the past. And I do not intend to let that hurt me further. I think I got all the experiences I need to allow that to happen from now on. Alright, so I was talking about the fact that I won this 100, whatever the currency is there. It was serious money on that time. And would you believe that the vendor, I actually still remember his face. He gave me 80 instead of 100. He didn't even tell me, but I counted and I saw, okay, well, why it's supposed to be 100? And he said to me, oh, well, you have to share. You got it from me, so you have to share. And I didn't argue. I said, fine, if you're happy for those 20, whatever, let's say dollars, even though it's not dollars, but it doesn't matter. It was money, okay? So, throughout my life, I've been shown I'm lucky. However, I'm not hitting the jackpot because the way I waste that with people. I am thankful for all those people in my life who treated me that way, because it prepared me to what's to come. At least that's how I feel. I was in boot camp, training mode, observing, listening, taking note, while I was seemingly asleep to others. to manipulate me and use me, that type of thing. I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to that. I'm not special. So, there are other instances when I have been abused this way, but I didn't take, I don't know, I was thinking this is so unfair, man. I would not do that, and of course I did not do that. I don't take advantage, especially of my friends. I don't take advantage of people I don't know. Which is why the universe hurt me a lot with betrayal from friends. Which is why now I'm choosing not to have friends. Believe I have friends, but I have to watch my back. Nah, you know what? No, thank you. Alright, now there's also something that really, really helped me break the spell, the trance like. I mean, me seeing things but not acting on them. Me being obedient in a way, tolerant and submissive. And people thinking that I'm not seeing things when obviously I did see them, and I did tell them I'm seeing them, and they chose to ignore it and continued on their merry ways. I don't know, maybe they said, okay, well, she doesn't have the guts to say this. Oh my goodness, are you in for a treat? I have never had a problem speaking my mind. Whatever happened to someone think, oh no, she's not gonna say that because she loves me, for instance. Yeah, I love you, but to a point. You know, if I am disrespected, I don't feel the same love, the same loyalty, I can't deal with that anymore. I close my eyes long enough. I can't do that crap anymore. And I suggest nobody does, because that is compromising, okay? Anyway, I have to give thanks where it needs to go, and I want to share with everybody what I think helped me tremendously break out of this trance. This inaction phase where it's okay to be trampled on, it's okay to let things go even though I see them clearly. I believe back in October, well, actually it started earlier. I've been watching a lot of shows about several subjects that have to do more with things that you don't really encounter in the media. Okay. And I came across, I don't even remember, but I came across Orgonite. And I started looking, that's typically what I do, I look on the internet, and I found this place from Australia. I had really good reviews, and I looked at the shipping, time. How long does it take? And when I saw there it could be anywhere between a month, 2 months, or something like that, I'm like, no, it's okay. Even though this vendor specifically said, don't go for the beautiful things. They may look good, but they're not made properly. There are actually videos where he shows how he makes it and wants people to make these things. And yes, now I know why. Anyway, I chose to buy from Amazon, and that was back in 2020. I believe, or 2019. I bought some pretty pyramids from Amazon. I got them in a couple of days. So this is where the self-gratification comes in. Yeah, I plastered. I think I got like 4 or 6. I can't remember because I also gifted my family. Hey, you want to protect your family? I think everybody should be doing that. More than they already do. For obvious reasons. Anyway, then I kept on following this, and I had the urge to buy from this vendor, and which I'm going to share the link. I'm not sure if he's still making the stuff, but you can find him on Etsy, and yeah, you may need to help, you may need to pay more money for shipping, but that's money well spent, and he's not charging a lot either for the stuff he's making. In my opinion, it's priceless. When it comes to your health, people, do not look at how much it costs, ever. But you also have to pay attention to those products that are being pushed, that they're so good and this and that, and you have to pay a lot of money. And what I've noticed in this system is there's this perversity about it. You have to pay to get screwed. You know what I mean? Like, you're paying taxes, and what do they do with the taxes? Bike lanes, or I don't even want to get into that because I am too chill right now to get upset over stuff I have no control, right? Anyway, this man also sent me a pendant made of organite, which quite frankly is not looking good. It's not something you would wear like a jewelry type of thing, but man, oh man, I have this thing, I don't take it off at all. At first I did not sense much of anything, but my cat started behaving a bit differently. And then more and more something happened. Drastic. It put me in a frenzy. Very emotional and weird. Maybe it was also because at the time I was really fighting my anxiety and depression, and I was at a very low point in my life. Barely hanging on. Not the suicidal type at all. But I have to give thanks to that, and I have to share that information. We do not keep stuff hidden. We need to put it out in the open, because our goal should be all of us need to be good. All of us are abundant. We don't need fortunes. We need good health, happiness, peace, balance, and of course love. Love is the driver, is you loving everything you do. Speak loving words and paying attention. Try to be kind, but do not let yourself suffocated. You can help someone come out of the swamp. But if you end up being dragged in, you're doing too much. I love you all. Check the section, the comments. I'm going to put in his store. Like I said, I'm not sure if he's making them anymore, but maybe he has some ideas or he can tell you how to do them. It's totally worth it. Alright, I love you everyone. Happy Sunday!